Hello, dear friends. Lecture third, part second. In the previous lecture, we learned about the how to write the preliminaries of the thesis. But we covered a few parts of the preliminaries of the thesis. In the previous lecture, we study about the what is meant by thesis and what is meant by dissertation. Then thesis means what? It is a comprehensive report of bona fide research work done by a university student, and it has to be written in a prescribed manner by following rules and principle of scientific writing. Then what is the distinction between the thesis and dissertation? Actually, these words are interchangeably used, but difference lies in purpose and depth of the work. The thesis aims at training to the student into research and scientific report writing, whereas dissertation is written by scientists to report their original research contribution to the scientific field. Then uh, next we study about the different parts of the thesis or dissertation. Uh, the thesis is divided into major three parts: preliminaries, body or text, and end matter. Then preliminaries of the thesis divide it includes the different parts: the cover, title page, hardbound binding, then frontispiece, then title page, then dedication or epigraph, then declaration by the research students, then declaration by the research guide, certificate. This is the certificate. Then next, the research advisory committee certificate, then plagiarism clearance certificate. These are the four certificate includes in the thesis. Then acknowledgement, then contents, then list of the tables, list of the figures, list of the plates, list of the symbols and abbreviations if you are used in the thesis. Then thesis abstract. In previous and then these are the major part of the thesis, or the it is called the body or text of the thesis. It includes the different chapter, and these chapter may be the five or six chapter. The point this body of or the text of the thesis include the introduction, review of literature, theoretical orientation, methodology and materials and methods, then findings and results or results, discussion, the summary and conclusion, then implication or recommendation. All this chapter is not included in the thesis, but these are the major chapters in the thesis. Sometimes the result and discussion is combined in a single chapter, or sometimes the theoretical orientation this chapter is only for the PhD students, especially in the social science, say for example in extension education or in uh, agriculture economics department. Then end matter of the thesis, it include the uh, this literature cited, then appendix, then glossary. Then we study the different parts of the preliminaries in detail. The frontispiece, this is the frontispiece. Then we study about the cover, title page, hardbound binding, and different parts of this cover, title page, which is given in hardbound in black color with embossing in golden color. Then we learn about the spine title on the hardbound binding. Then we learn about the title page. If the frontispiece is not given, the title page is the first page of the thesis. Then it contains the four elements: the title statement, author statement, submission statement, imprint statement. Then we study about each and every details about each and every part: the title statement, then author statement, submission statement, imprint statement. Then how we write the title of the thesis, what are the precautions we follow is we are learned in the last lecture. Then we study about the author statement, how to write the author statement. Then third statement, the submission statement, we are learn about the details about this submission statement. Then imprint statement, and last point is very important: the full stop should not be given at the end of the title or any other statement on the title page. Then how to write the dedication page, then how to write the epigraph page, Both the pages are optional, but most of the university is not given permission to include these two pages in the thesis. Then we learn the remaining part. Actually, these remaining parts include the four certificates: the certificate of candidate, certificate of guide, research guide, certificate of advisory committee, along with the external examiner, and plagiarism clearance certificate. Then let's see the candidate declaration certificate. This declaration is necessary elements of preliminaries of the thesis that has got the legal implication. Candidates cannot get a PG degree unless bona fide research is done and it is submitted to the said university along in the form of the thesis. Hence, the candidate has to be formally declared with his name and signature below this certificate that the research report is his own and it or part thereof has not been submitted to any other university or institution for degree or diploma. It has to be given by candidate word by word as prescribed by the given university to which it is submitted. This is the candidate declaration certificate. Here, in this certificate, the candidates write the details about their thesis. The This is the matter in the certificate. I read it. I hereby declare that the thesis entitled, title of the thesis in capital and bold letter, submitted by me is based on the actual work carried out by me under the guidance and supervision of the name of the research guide, full stop. The extent of information derived from existing literature have been duly cited and referenced. If you are using the reference of others uh, information, if you are using the others information, you are right cited in the thesis and reference are given in the literature cited. The existing research work or its any part is not submitted anywhere else for the award of any degree or diploma. And second paragraph, I also hereby declare that no sentence, equation, diagram, table, paragraphs, or section has been copied verbatim from, from previous work unless it is duly cited and referenced. If you are using the any sentence or any diagram, tables, and section from the other research work, then you are cited. Give the name of that researcher along with bibliographical details and reference are given at the end of the thesis, means in the literature cited. There is no plagiarism. The work presented is a original and own work of the researcher. No ideas, process, results, or words of other have been have been presented as a researcher's own work. This is a format of the research students certificate, and this certificate is signed by the researcher, and at the end of the certificate, place and date of the submission of the thesis and name of the researcher is given in bracket. Then next certificate is the certificate of guide. It is also important certificate. The content of this certificate of research guide is also as a candidate declaration, and it also serves the legal purpose. Means the candidate certificate and guide certificate both are the legal purpose, legal implications, and it is a legal documents in the thesis. You remember this point. The chairman of advisory committee, who is the chairman? The research guide is the chairman of advisory committee of the candidate, declares that the candidate has done the original research work under his guidance or his supervision. It or part thereof has not been submitted elsewhere for any other degree or diploma. Then the guide has to be given the certificate in prescribed format of the university and has to be signed it at the time of submission of the thesis. Then both the certificates have to be typed in center of the page with heading in center with leaving sufficient margin on the both the side. This is the certificate of research guide. The matter is near about the same, but here I show you this certificate. This is to certify that thesis in title. The title of the thesis in capital and bold letters, submitted by full name of the researcher students in capital and bold letter, in partial fulfillment of requirement for the award of degree of name of the degree. It may be the Master of Science or Master of Doctor of Science, then agriculture, in the subject of the name of the subject in capital and bold letter, and submitted to the Vasantrao Naik Marathwada Krishi Vidyapit Parbhani, is a record of bona fide research work carried out by him or her under my guidance and supervision. The thesis or its any part has not previously formed the basis for the award of any degree, diploma, or other similar title. Then signature of the research guide along with his name and designation and department. The next certificate, this is also important and compulsory certificate. This is the certificate given by advisory committee and external examiner after conducting the vivacy of the candidate. They certify that the work is sufficiently of high standard, award to the degree or diploma degree to the candidate. This is given in the prescribed format along with the signature of the chairman, means the advisory committee, the member of advisory committee, the external examiner. Chairman means research guide is authorized to call meeting of the committee along with the external examiner to conduct the vivacy of the candidate. Then this is the format or the matter in the certificate. This is near about the same matter. This is to certify that the thesis in title, the title of the thesis, then submitted the name of the researcher in partial fulfillment of the record of requirement for the award of degree of name of the degree and name of the subject to the Vasantrao Naik Marathwada Krishi Vidyapit has been approved by the advisory committee after oral examination of the student in collaboration with the external examiner. Then sign of the external examiner here, sign of the external examiner, then signature of the research guide, then signature of the advisory committee member, and at the end the signature of the associate dean and principal. This is the certificate of approval and advisory committee or advisory committee, which is given after the vivacy of the student. The next point, the next certificate is the plagiarism clearance certificate. It is a very important certificate. It is what is mean first of all the plagiarism. Plagiarism means the process or practice of using another person's ideas or work and pretending that it is our own work. It is very important. If you are taken the any paragraph or tables or results of others and which is incorporated in your thesis, and you are not cited, given the citation, or you are not given the name of the original author, then it come under the plagiarism. Therefore it is a very serious matter if you are taken such type of the material from others researcher thesis or the research paper. Means what is a plagiarism? Plagiarism means the process or practice of using another person's ideas or work and pretending that it is your own work according to the Cambridge University. Then what is the content? The plagiarism clearance certificate, this is to certify that the thesis is entitled, the name of the thesis, then submitted by name of the researcher, has been approved, has been properly examined by Urkund anti-plagiarism software. Urkund, it is an anti-plagiarism plagiarism software in our university library, and they are tested what are the similarity found in your thesis, and if the similarities if your thesis having the more similarities which is prescribed by our university, then your thesis may be rejected. Means plagiarism certificate is also the legal documents in your thesis. The percentage of similarities found in the thesis is how many percentage is tested by the anti-plagiarism software, and this software name is Urkund. Therefore, it is very important matter. And in certificate, in second paragraph, you give no sentence, equation, diagram, table, paragraph, or section has been copied verbatim from previous work unless it is duly cited and referenced. If you are given the sentence or equation or diagram or tables from others research paper or from others thesis, then you duly cited, give the name of the scientist and referenced in the bibliography or in the literature cited, and the work presented is original and own work of the researcher without plagiarism. No ideas, process, and results or words of other have been presented as a researcher's own work. It is a very serious offense if you have taken the equation, diagram, tables, paragraphs, or anything from the author's research work, then it is come under the plagiarism. The thesis has been checked using the Urkund anti-plagiarism software, and here there is a signature of the research students and signature of the research guide. The next point, these are the major four certificate we are given in the thesis, and most of these certificates has the legal implications. The next part of the thesis is the acknowledgement. In this part, the author expressed the indebtedness to the person and institution for their guidance and assistance. In the book or certain other document, preface is given. The acknowledgement is recorded at the end of the preface. However, as in thesis, the chapter introduction is given in the thesis, and which is given the details about the research, and preface is not given in the thesis. Instead of preface, acknowledgement is given. Preface is given in the books or other documents, but acknowledgement is given in the thesis. Author gives thanks to institutions, organization, then a department or person with his name and type of assistant receiving from them, either in conducting the research or reporting the research or writing the thesis. Then acknowledgement should be given in a following order. First, you acknowledge your research guide, may the chairman of your advisory committee, the member of advisory committee, then institutions or organizations or department of your departments, then your college, then acknowledge your organization, institution, then scientists, then teachers and other person. It may be your friends, it may be your relatives. Then sort of feeling of indebtedness is involved in acknowledging the person and institution. Hence, instead of boring words or make it verbose, author should express the thanks in his own simple language. Don't use the verbose language, flowery language in the acknowledgement. However, it needs to be born in the mind. The acknowledgement are not meant for me, pleasing the person by including the name of those who have never extended any kind of help. Then recording such a name is indirectly an injustice done to those who have really helped you. The next point, the table of content. This is the if your table of content is given properly in the thesis, it presents the skeleton of your dissertation and make the readers aware of complete subject matter of your thesis. The table or content of this thesis, it serves the main purpose. It gives ideas to the reader as to what the thesis contains, gives the information about the organization of the subject matter. It helps the reader to make the judgment of utility of your thesis to them. And content helps readers to locate the needed information in the thesis. It should be recorded in all the parts of the preliminaries, then parts of the body of the thesis, then end matter with their corresponding page number. It is given in 3 columns, in the thesis, the serial number, particular title, and page number. This is the example of then some point also remember while writing the content of the thesis. Simply contains, it is a given heading, at the center of the page in all capital letters and not the table of content. You remember this, not table of content. The title of this page is the contents. Then chapter heading are given in all capital, while other headings are given in small letter with the first letter of the first word and first letter of the significant word in capital. If you are given the more uh, section and subsection in the thesis, if your thesis is more than 500 pages, at that time it is better to give the subsection also. At that time you are given the subsection in this manner. Then all the parts of preliminaries are given in the content on the left, and page number given in Roman numbers. The numbers of the preliminary is page number in Roman numerals. Then serial numbers and head of the chapter and section are given on the left, and page number in Arabic number are given on the extreme right alignment with the right hand margin of the page. The page number for literature cited and appendix are given in the Arabic number in continuation with the chapter page number. This is the content. The heading of this page is the contents. Then this is the preliminaries part. Then the page number is given in the Roman numbers, and whereas the chapter number is given, the numbers is given in the Arabic number, and all the parts is given in capital form, capital forms, and also n matter. The literature cited and appendix is given in continuation. The page numbers is given in continuation with the chapter number. Sometimes some thesis is given only the chapters numbers without including the preliminaries of the thesis. It is also correct citation or the correct contents written in the thesis. Then the list of the table, all the tables in the thesis are listed in the same order as they appear in the text or appendix. Informal tables are not included as they do not bear the serial number. Suppose you are using the informal tables in the introduction chapter, then you don't give the table numbers. It is given in the same fashion as content with the table numbers, caption, and page number with and without heading of the column. The list of the table, the title of this page is the list of the table, which is given at the top of the page with all capital letters. Then the title of the table should be placed at the top of the table with the table number in the bold font. Then table number should be ended with the column followed by the title of the table. Okay, suppose how you give the title, the table number. Suppose the first table appear in the third chapter, then it should be numbered as table 3.1. 3 is indicate the chapter number and 1 means the table number 1. 3.1 and the name of the table. Use give the title of the table in the third chapter in this way. Then how you write this page? Write down here the list or title of this table. The page is the list of the table, then table number, then title, and then page number. The next list of the figure, if you use the figures or include the chart, graph, photographs, at that time you give the separate list of the text, and it is written in similar way in the as per the